Hey folks, welcome back to Rookie Swing in round 4 of the 100 round challenge. If you're new here, this challenge is all about having fun, learning golf, and not taking things too seriously, as I work my way through 100 rounds as a beginner golfer. So, after playing 18 holes for the first 3 rounds of this challenge, which, let's be honest, was a bit of a stretch for me at this early stage, I've decided to mix it up and come back to a 9-hole course for today. It's still a challenge, but it feels more manageable and just as fun. I think switching between the two will keep things interesting while helping me focus on enjoying the game. Now, today's round didn't exactly go as planned. I only made it through 8 holes due to some things coming up at home. But that's part of the journey. What's most important is that I'm still having a great time out here. Now, I've been thinking about adding some behind-the-scenes content for those of you who love a bit of extra detail. While I'm not too focused on my score, I do love tracking data, things like my shots, distances, which clubs I'm using, and even how much this whole journey is costing me. If you think a deeper look into all that would be useful, let me know. I'm even considering setting up an email list to share that info, and if there's anything else you'd like to see behind the scenes, stuff you think is a must-know, drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to cover it. As always, if there's anything you want me to try out or cover as I keep going, let me know. Let's keep it fun and see where this challenge takes us. Alright, first shot, straight into the water. Not the start I was hoping for, but I'm back in play now. Just one of those days where I might have been trying a little too hard with the driver. It happens. I honestly have no idea what I was thinking. I just looked at the distance and went for my 7-iron. Total rookie mistake at my level. Definitely not the right club for that shot. Alright, let's see if a pitching wedge can do any better. For the rest of this hole, I decided to play it safe and stick with the wedges. No more overthinking, just trying to keep it simple and get back on track. Sometimes less is more, especially at my level. Let's see if I can salvage this one. I'm really just guessing my club distances here, to be honest. It's all a bit of trial and error right now. I think it might be time for me to get on a TrackMan or something similar to really dial in what each of my clubs can do. Because right now, I'm not 100% sure. It definitely feels different from the driving range, so knowing my actual distances could make a big difference out here. That's a good drive for me. I'm not really focusing on speed or distance right now, just aiming straight and trying to get the basics down first. This probably went no further than 150 yards, but you know what? It's a good shot, and I'll take that any day. Now I feel like I'm zigzagging my way down this hole. No point in making it too easy, right? Just keeping things interesting, I guess. But hey, as long as I'm still having fun, that's what matters. I find these kinds of shots really challenging. I'm either scared of blasting it over the green onto another hole, or barely hitting it a few feet. It's all about balance. But right now, my balance is like trying to ride a unicycle on a tightrope, wobbly at best. I've been really struggling to keep my putter steady. Sometimes I can get the rocking motion down with my shoulders, which is key to a good putting stroke. But my club face and angle are still all over the place. It's frustrating because I get the same feeling whether it's my best putt or my worst. Just no consistency. I even tried a thinner, more traditional style putter in a golf shop, hoping it might help, but it felt even worse. No matter what, I'm having trouble finding that control. Definitely something I need to keep working on. So, instead of my perfect shot sailing high and landing next to the pin, it dribbled along the ground, straight into bunker. And the best part? There's a massive football field-sized safe area off to the left that I completely ignored. Classic rookie move. But hey, at least it gives me a chance to practice my bunker shots, which, let's be honest, definitely need some work. So I'm lining up this putt, feeling pretty good. And then it just went way right, like completely off track. At one point, I wasn't even sure if I was aiming at the right hole. That putt had a mind of its own. Maybe the ball decided to take a little detour. I don't know, but it sure wasn't what I had planned. My first drive somehow ended up in the water, and I'm not even sure how. It bounced off the edge a couple of times and still found its way in, like the ball was determined to take a swim. I almost thought my second shot was heading straight into the trees for a minute there. It veered off just enough to give me a scare, but luckily it stayed clear. I took a practice swing and ended up taking a little divot. Nothing major, but enough to distract me. When I took the actual shot, I topped it and sent the ball rolling along the ground. But hey, at least I'm getting the feel for the swing. It's all part of learning, and I'll take any progress I can get. This was a scrappy little hole for me. I was getting closer with each shot, but I really struggled to get a clean hit or solid contact. Still, every shot was progress, even if it wasn't pretty. Some days are just about grinding through it and learning from those miss-hits. One of the best things about this challenge is that it's not about the destination. It's all about enjoying the ride. I know my progress won't always be smooth, and there'll be days when things just don't click. But I'm here to have fun, get outdoors, and spend time on the course as much as possible. Whether the shots are good or bad, it's all part of the experience, and that's what keeps me coming back. Quick apology here. If you were hoping to see my tee shot on this hole, well, you're out of luck. I somehow managed to film my feet instead. Sorry about that. But if you could see the shot, just imagine a perfect Rory McIlroy drive, high into the sky with a beautiful shot shape. Yeah, that wasn't it. More like a topped 100-yard shot that rolled another 50 along the ground. I just hit an absolute beauty with the driver, super straight. They call me... Actually, no one calls me anything because, let's be honest, like most golfers, nobody really cares about your swing. Everyone's too focused on their own game to notice. But hey, I'm definitely giving myself a little pat on the back for that one. Unfortunately, I had to call it a day after my 8th hole, even though I was just getting into the groove. I had to head home and deal with something, but it's probably for the best. I was well on my way to breaking the course record for shots over par. That said, I was having a lot of fun, and about 5% of my shots actually went exactly how I planned, so no complaints. I'm still on track to complete 100 rounds of beginner golf, and as long as I'm enjoying myself, I'll count that as a win. So for today's Rookies Roundtable, I want to hear from you. What's the most useful tip you've received as a beginner golfer? Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, you're an absolute legend. I really appreciate you sticking around through all the ups and downs of beginner golf. Stay tuned, and I'll see you for round 5. Who knows what's coming next, but you can bet it's going to be fun.